So earlier this week, Moira shared a recipe for a cost-effective beef stew, and it was amazing. But today, we are getting a little extravagant and blowing the budget on an oxtail stew. It's the weekend, let's go on and spoil ourselves. Moira, lovely to have you back in studio.
Thank you for having me.
Look, oxtail, I'll just leave it there.
You know what, the price of oxtail these days, if you're going to make oxtail, you must go all out and you must have make a really good job of it.
I agree.
So that's what we're going to do.
Fully
Lots
agree.
of flavour and nice, heartwarming, wholesome food.
All right.
All right, so in your pan, we have some onions, celery. We're going to add the garlic now, some carrots and some leeks.
Perfect.
That's really the basis of all stews generally. So we've sauteed it till it's soft.
All right.
We're going to add in some bacon. Now, I love adding bacon. If you don't eat bacon, please leave it out. But it does enhance the flavour and it creates a little bit of fattiness and just lets out all those lovely, lovely flavours that we all grew up with.
Yes.
Okay. And so I've added in some harissa paste. Now, I love harissa paste. It's not a Moroccan dish, but it's got all these different flavours coming through, you know, cumin and coriander, and it's just like a tablespoon of flavour, but it makes a huge difference.
Klein botteltjie groot gif, soos hulle sê. There we go.
We're adding in cinnamon stick and a bay leaf.
All right.
All right. So we basically fry that to let all the aromatic flavours come through.
Oh, you can smell that harissa paste just releasing the
lovely,
flavours.
Isn't it? And it just adds such a boost of flavour. So now you can see it's all nice and soft. We add in some red wine to deglaze.
All right.
Okay. Now remember, the wine will actually
the alcohol will evaporate, yes.
And it'll just be left with the flavour. Oxtail has to have red wine.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. Sure, I can't actually remember the last time I made a good oxtail, but I'm glad we're getting to do it today, which is that's fantastic.
So I deglazed before we added the meat because I just wanted to get some of those spices coming through.
Yes.
My meat has already been fried. So what you do is you take your oxtail, you put into seasoned flour. So seasoned flour is like salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper, yeah.
Okay. If you wanted to put some beef spice in or some steak and chop spice, you can do that. But just keep it simple. We've got enough flavours here.
Yes.
And then you just seal it to give it colour. Okay. And now we add it in.
All right. There we go. Okay.
Now remember, the cooking time for oxtail will vary according to the different pieces of oxtail. Yeah. Like the big ones, obviously you're going to have to leave it to cook a little bit longer.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so that is your meat. We're adding in some Worcester sauce.
All right.
Some either Italian herb or some oregano.
That does look amazing.
Obviously some, just a little bit of brown sugar to balance out the tomatoes we're going to put in. I'm using the KOO tomato paste again because it's nice and concentrated. Gives it lots of tomato flavour and colour to your dish.
That's it.
And then we add in some chopped tomatoes. Now you can use fresh. I've just used the tin because it's easier. And also you got that juices in there.
All right, let's get this well mixed through.
And then we add in our beef stock. So it's really you add in everything all at once.
Yeah.
And then you put the lid on and you leave it to cook.
All right,
and then I wouldn't add in salt and pepper now because you've added in your stock and there's salt coming through there.
Yes.
And you let it cook, and then near the end, if you need a little bit more, you add in, and then we're going to serve with some samp and beans.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, before we serve this one up, the keyword for our oxtail stew this morning, and it is smelling, fantastic. SMS the keyword KOO to 33728. That's KOO to 33728. We'll send you a shopping list and also a link to the recipe that you can go follow. But here are those steps one more time.
Dust the oxtail in seasoned flour and brown. Set aside. Saute onions, leeks, carrots, celery and garlic until softened. Add the bacon, bay leaf, cinnamon stick and harissa paste and fry for 2 minutes. Deglaze the pan with wine. Add the browned oxtail, Worcester sauce, tomatoes, oregano, KOO tomato paste, sugar and stock. Bring to the boil and cook for 3 to 4 hours. Add seasoning, KOO butter beans and KOO green beans. For the full recipe, visit the Expresso Morning Show Facebook page or log on to expressoshow.com. SMS the keyword KOO to 33728 to receive the shopping list on your phone. Click on the link provided to view the recipe. SMSs cost R1.50, no free SMSs, T's and C's apply.
There you have it. Beautiful oxtail stew. That keyword once again, KOO to 33728. All right, Moira, let's finish it off.
Look how great that looks already. So we've cooked it down until the meat is nice and soft. And now we're going to add in butter beans, the KOO butter beans. We obviously drain it. And then I'm also adding in some KOO green beans. Adds in the extra fibre, all the nutrition.
Perfect.
Get the kids to eat all the veg. But with the sauce and that, and you just mix it through. Yeah. And that's really your casserole done. And if you want to dish that up into there,
let's do that. Yeah, let's get a nice piece of oxtail in there.
And then what I'm going to serve it with is the KOO Samp and Beans. Now, there's all different ranges. I've got the curry one, so just got a little bit of spice. But the original is there. It's already done for you. Samp and Beans take so long to cook, normally from scratch. And this is really easy. Just open up the can. Thank you. And then I'm going to put some flat leaf parsley on there. And then we'll just dish up the KOO Samp and Beans. You can obviously serve it with mashed potato because a lot of people like oxtail with mashed potato or some rice, but Samp and Beans is also really heartwarming and delicious.
Brilliant. And that is it. We have an oxtail stew of note.
Lovely.
Thank you so much. Like I said,
Pleasure.
go out and spoil yourself this weekend. The keyword for our oxtail stew is KOO. SMS that to 33728. Now, what is your favorite stew? We asked you this morning. Please send us your recipes. You could do so to food@expressoshow.com. You never know, we could be making your recipe live on the show. And it'll be a lot of fun as well.
Only the best cooks serve KOO because they know it's carefully grown and made with meticulous attention. So when you serve KOO, you can trust you're serving only the best.